Hello everyone and welcome to another SCPH replay sent in by the community. This one gonna be a TVC here on Turbo Cruise 84LE and everything getting a new fresh coat of paint. As we introduce our players here on the bottom left, we got Agent X on this red Zerg here on the top right, so it's gonna be SKFQLFWLD on that blue Terran. So honestly, guys, trying to make an account is very hard. You have to think of a username, you have to think of a password, and you just decide, I'm just gonna smash my hand into the keyboard. And there you go, SKF getting his amazing name. And anyway, he is gonna be setting on up with a supply depot on the outside. We'll go for that fast expansion. For now though, you guys have been checking out the Starcraft scene, the ROG tournament on its last day as of recording. Really good game so far. It's gonna be a night to remember. So if you do check this one out now, you can still catch that one happening. Now, the thing about Turbo Cruise 84, it's very interesting that there are these inhibitor zones in the middle. They're basically like these big time warps that the Protoss can use on some choke points. There's even debris in the way as well. So honestly, a lot of inhibition to say the least if you go for the straight line approach. This pretty much mitigates any kind of direct attack. Usually you want to go around instead to avoid the slow zone, or at the same time, if you go through the slow zone, you have to make sure that nothing is waiting on the other side. But anyway, both sides will decide to go for that early expansion. In the meantime, a barracks here on the outside trying to wall on in, so Agent X will have a great wall of Terran structures to deal with in just a bit. But an opening here and now with Zerglings, Queens coming on in. You have the spawning pool already glowing, glistening into the wind. Extractor as well, looking to get that enough gas for the metabolic boost. And in the meantime, double orbital command, SKF playing this as greedily as possible. Full economy, no tech whatsoever. He is going to get one marine on the outside, and it is going to go through all the zones. Oh, he is going to go for the bunker rush. Now, this is very interesting, because SKF uses up 75 minerals right there, even with the cancel. He doesn't have any infantry behind this except that one marine. So now, it's desperation mode for SKF. He should have bait the defense first with his minerals. He should have decided to fix his wall on up first and foremost. The Zerglings really trying to get the inhibition zone, trying to get on through. Sees the SCV. Here comes the pokes. Can the SCV transition to the other side in time? No, he gets stuck there. But the Zerglings are gonna be caught on the other side of the wall, poking through that bunker. Will it get taken down? Yes. Can this gonna be a GG already as Agent X will decide to push on in? The two Marines, enough firepower to clean that one up. And someone get him up here for SKF. That was way too close for comfort. Seems like the pressure not gonna be let up by AgentX. Exactly what you wanted to. Go for that twin orbital commands. It's 300 minerals down the drain. Could have gotten a little additional tech instead. Didn't even finish up the wall. Could have put the extra barracks there instead as well. Then put a bunker behind, lift it up, and set it on another side. A little more creativity. And going for an aggressive attack with the proxy bunker. Not really the best way to go when you're going full on mules in the first place. But since he did survive, SKF gonna be in a good spot to continue on with the things he wants to do. Agent X in the meantime has forced his opposition to actually stay on the inside, so it's her time to shine and take control of the map. Anyway, will we see a tech switch here? And now it is gonna be a layer first and foremost here for Agent X. Interesting, we don't see the Bane Links, we don't see the Roach Warden, we also don't see an Evo Chamber just for those upgrades. So will this be Overlord Ventral Sacks to lift those Zerglings into the opposing base? That would be an interesting way to go about this. Shiny. Go around and around and around. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Stem pack now coming the way of SKF. We'll see some Hellions as well. Honestly, a good composition to work on against a Zergling base push. But no, it is going to be Nidus Network instead. So going for that lair into the Nidus. We are going to see some drones as well. Rallied on, trying to get in position. So will Agent X save up on those minerals and get some spine crawlers along the way? Can she even build spine crawlers? Or will this be just a force in the front line to tank the damage up for those Zerglings? No. Seems like the rally points were just misplaced, but now we do see the queens, we see the zerglings rallying on in, so close to get inside the mouth of that Nidus network. I think it's time to feast here as the Nidus worm onto the right hand side. The rocks crumbling away. SKF though, has he actually noticed this is coming? He does see it at the edge of his base. Takes care of that one overlord. Means Agent X is going to be supply blocked. But this might be too little too late, because Agent X is on the attack with 31 army supply. Where is the unload? There we go. The Zerglings now funneling on in. No reaction whatsoever from SKF. These SCVs fighting for their lives, but this is going to be a fruitless endeavor, because this is going to be the production line completely halted. The Marines now on the low ground. The Zerglings going for the surround. The bunker going to get loaded on in, but this means all the SCVs going to be sacrificed. Is this really the meaning of the greater good? Seems like it's not going to be the case. The bunker though being repaired, and the Zerglings now can just have a field day with all the chewing in that main base. Oh, sweet, sweet metal. I have missed your taste, says the Zerglings. These robotic Zerglings, of course, might be able to assimilate that one. And now the SCV is doing absolutely nothing. Here we go with the surround. This has to be game over, but no! It's a base race on the other side. The Hellions are there with the Marines. Takes care of the Hellen Hatchery. Broodlings, though, will pack a punch. Will get some damage done. And now it is going to be a matter of time between Agent X and SKF. Oh my god. This is cheeky. This is absolutely cheeky. And now we get some Banelings into play, transitioning in with that sec. The drones gonna get pulled over since they're on the other side anyway, and this drones versus Marines. Good start step there from SKF. The workers trying their best to give chase, and here we go with a potential surround. One of them goes down. The SCV fighting against that one drone. In the meantime, the layered sec might be under the rest, but Agent X does have the minerals to build these up into Zerglings. Zerg eggs are quite tanky with that armor, and this is gonna be the Sloan Marine trying his luck. Unfortunately though for SKF, he doesn't have any minerals in the bank and build one SCV. If he's able to load down this orbital command, able to land it in a spot, can use those mules for that extra mineral counts. But unfortunately for SKF right now, that one lone worker with 15 army supply, this lair gonna burst, and SKF, does he realize that when the bursting of the lair happens, the dam of broodlings are gonna come on through? Here we go with the surround. Gets one, gets two, good value there with those broodlings. And still, a hatchery doing its magic. We also have an hatchery now. Agent X just yoinking the base away from SKF. Here we go with some spine crawlers as well, and this has to be game over unless SKF can actually float this one out. He is gonna be so behind. He is gonna produce a wall on that low ground, and we'll train up some Marines as well. But as soon as these spine crawlers come, here comes the Pokeboys, just sticking it where the sun don't shine, and SKF just trying his best to funnel those in. The Marines are on the other side, and what SKF can do truly is to bring his orbit command onto the bottom left, but now it's burning on up into the stratosphere. Unfortunate thing to see for SKF right now. The beginning of the end. It's the final countdown to the guitar solo, because Agent X gets that special mission underway. Honestly, perfect infiltration there with the Nidus network, with that Nidus worm. The lone Nidus worm, a monument to that victory. And here we go with the few Marines trying their luck to get to the other side. But again, in this map of Turbo Cruise, that time warp effect really slowing the reinforcement cycle down. And now with the spine crawlers in position. What? SKF, dude, I know you're losing, but you don't need to hurt your own structures, mates. And again, another set of spine crawlers. This orbital command really desperately trying to get enough energy for those mules. Can build one more, but with the spine crawlers in position, the Marines trying to retreat, the Zerglings giving chase. Onto the low ground they go. And Agent X right now should have this in the bag. This game is over the moment the Zerglings got inside without any reaction. There you go, SKF finally calling it quits. Agent X with the victory. Job done. Takes a base, yoinks it away from the opposition. It's a good replay overall. Lair into Nidus. Interesting tactic all about that rush. Could have gotten a little bit of upgrades along the way. An Evo Chamber would never hurt. 75 minerals for that +1 in either weapons or armor. Very useful. Baneling switch though in the middle of the fight. Very on point there for Agent X, and even better, saw the base race happening, decided to bring those drones into the Nidus network instead. Toss them over to the other side and just take the base away from the opposition. Well played all around, and I'll see you guys in the next one.